millennials, don't you guys feel we're no longer the target demographic for gaming? They have their loot boxes, battle passes, while we have our indie games and boomer shooters. Let's go.
Born in the 80s, get shot by the crazies, they live for fun. I'm all out of bubblegum, jump straight swing. Hail to the king, blood flare man, Serious Sam. Pixelated God, pixelated God, pixelated God, pixelated God, pixelated. For shooting down my ride, bombs away on the spider mastermind. Back when games referenced movies. Groovy. I'm a CV going postal. Life's a beach and feeling coastal. Low-wing hanging super fly plan. I live again. Pixelated God. Pixelated God. Pixelated God. Pixelated God. Kradok skro. Pixelated God. Kradok skro. RAF 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 Louder than a spitfire. Louder than a spitfire. Louder than От при ударе турбина жизни в разгаре. Прижал штурвал и погнали яйца из пионержей стали. Конфетка автопилот, а в небе пьяный койот. Под кайфом полный улет. Нахуй идет.
Hello. So, another day. Hello, Olgi. Welcome. So yeah, we finished yesterday, day 11. I'm leaving day 10 for Olgi later on. I also love you, come on. So yeah, the idea is to do today day 12. That is the idea. I want to verify what is my state in here in the program. Like, we have day 12 here, main RS. That should be day 12. And other than that, that looks good, right? I mean, do P1, sample debug for day 12, and that should be okay. I think we are ready to go. What do you think? We should go, right? So, the hill climbing algorithm. You try contacting the elves using your handheld device, but the river you are following must be too low to get decent signal. You ask the device for a height map of the surrounding area, your puzzle input. The height map shows the local area from above broken into a grid. Okay. The elevation of each square of the grid is given by a single lowercase letter, where A is the lowest elevation and B is the next lowest, and so on up to the highest elevation Z. First time I'm reading the problem, sorry about this, I'm trying to figure it out at the same time I'm reading. So the area is broken into a grid, okay, and we have letters from A to Z or Z for elevation. Okay. Also included on the height map are marks for your current position S and the location that you should get the best signal E. Your current position S has elevation A and the location where you should get the best signal has elevation Z. Okay. Let's play the method of code part 1. Understanding the problem. Yes. Yes. You'd like to reach E, but to save energy, you should do it in as few steps as possible. During each step, you can move exactly one square up, down, left, or right. To avoid needing to get out your climbing gear, the elevation of the destination square can be at most one higher than the elevation of the current square. That is, if your current elevation is M, you could step to elevation N, but not to elevation O. This also means that the elevation of the destination square can be much lower than the elevation of your current square. Okay, so we can only climb slowly, but we can go down through hills very quickly, like with high drops. Okay, I think I got the idea of the problem. For example, we have the map here, S, A, B, C. So yeah, to get here, the problem is that we need to do something like A, B, C, but then that is inaccessible, so C, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, here it is.
I think I'll go for a beer now.
Yeah. Here you start in the top left corner, your goal is near the middle. You should start moving down right, eventually you need it, from there you're gonna spiral towards the goal. Yes, that's what I found. In the above diagram, the symbols indicate whether the path exists. It's a square moving up, down, left, or right. The location that should get the best signal is still E, and that marks unvisited squares. Okay. This path reaches the goal in 31 steps, the fewest possible. What is the fewest steps required to move from your current position to the location that should get the best signal? I don't know, I think I have this under control. Let's see how big is the puzzle input. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, I have a bit of experience on those problems. I'm not sure I will design a very optimal algorithm, but I will get some algorithm quick enough. I think. So this ideally needs an A-star algorithm, but I'm not familiar with it. I am not familiar with it. So here is the start and the end. That's some sort of a mountain, a sea, and it has an accessing path from somewhere. Okay. This is the input, ending with an end line. At least you understood the problem, I guess. No? I mean, the problem is clear what we need to do. Okay. So, let's begin. So we need kind of a map, but So that will be use size. For now, I'm going to ending pause. Data is a vec of vec of I mean, it's not. I mean, it could be use size, but I mean, it's U8 overall, so it doesn't matter. First, we forget about everything and let's just read the file. So for lining contents.lines, do we need to skip new lines? I don't think so. Yeah, so the lowest is A, that's a char. So we read the lines, and then for each line we have. Why is my phone ringing? One second, just be sure that I'm not missing anything. I don't know what. Okay, I don't know. I thought I heard it, but all notifications in mode, so I don't know. Okay. Match char, and then depending on the char, we'll get. Oh, sorry. Thanks. So, I forgot to enable it, right? Oh, now it is. Thanks. The lowest is A. We get start and end. So
в рот, башка потом как вертолет. Крепкий алька меня прет.
Now, okay, so
Залил слишком много в рот, башка потом как вертолет. Пот и силу понимает, скатер, пати и нахайн. Крепкий алька меня прет, по шине бьет мой вертолет. Пот и силу понимает, скатер, пати и нахайн.
digit no. Does Rust have a C++ switch? No, it's match. Works similar to a switch, but it's not a switch. I do prefer Rust match to C++ switch, so but it's one or the other. What if I want to check E after S? There will be some contrived scenarios where the switch will be better suited than match, where you have to resort here to ifs or do some weird stuff. But this also means that Rust will force you, because of the syntax, to do things in a that makes more sense. But yeah, you can check them in reverse order, but doing one then the other, I don't think so. I don't think so. So to call it CH. I don't know where I am. Yeah, of course. You in all languages you have trade-offs. It's not all possible in all languages. Yeah. This is row and this is call. Row comma call. Now then starting point is not guaranteed, so like let's put something like that. And as a starting point, I don't know why I have this tendency of reverting the variables.
Your wallet's walls are crumbling. How about these very tasty Russian dumplings? Bank account lower than temperature Siberia.
Okay, those are set. Current value.
By the name of Pelmeshki.
Minus okay. Now
then place it onto heater. Bouillon cube is good addition, but some think it's overkill. Even though it's end of month, why not try big gourmet still? When water bubbles start to jump and move to dance of pumping, it is time to dump in those nice and
let mode row is a vector. Can anyone upload to Crates.io? Yes. You just need an account.
Wait for boil.
Of U8.
Bank account lower than temperature Siberia. Что мы, блять, будем есть? Это нах мистерия. End of month condition.
Row push 8 as U8. Semicolon. There's this thing.
And you see the dumpling floating. Wait for like 3 minutes more and then we start unloading. Use whatever tool you have, perform the act of dishing. I like use this.
Remove this. It still breaks to the next line. Oh.
Seal the deal.
I don't like it. 8th character.
All this for just for €1.
Bank account lower than temperature Siberia. Что мы, блять, будем есть? Это нах мистерия. End of month condition has come. I write to test.
Okay. Now
I'm not chef. That
Mute map is a vector of u8. It just starts empty. Map push row.
У меня в машине стоит регистратор, когда
Let map
мобильный оператор racer on the street. You will see it all, 'cause I have a dash cam.
let's call that map data. Let map is a map.
Поворотик жопа, делаем бинзики, все поцы уважают. Крутим кружочки все, ёпта за
Debug map.
memories, no digital PlayStations. My family album contains crash compilation.
Has no debug. Can I?
Опа бля, опа бля.
Okay. I thought it was going to solve more of the problems. Debug clone.
You know what? Our main export is video from dashcam. Опа!
Starting pause and in pause data. That does look correct.
У меня в машине стоит регистратор, когда бью по шине. Мобильный оператор racer on the street. I am very fast man, you will see it all, 'cause I have a dash cam. Опа бля.
I'm going to call it good. So now, how do we find from one to the other?
Все поцы
Let's say we create this as an implementation of this. Implement map function from string.
опа бля, опа бля.
And that returns self uppercase. We do this, put it in here. Now that can be just like that.
You think you can stop a Slavic cow, boy?
And now
Let's go!
let map equals map from string contents. And we can debug it. So far so good. Okay. So what we are going to do is an algorithm that spreads out. The problem is that the algorithm looks like recursive, and doing recursivity across so many turns is going to break the stack. It should not be recursive. So we need to handle a stack. We need to handle a stack. So we need let yeah, stack or queue. And this contains a position. Crap. Am I going to use a lot of positions? I started with this and now I don't like it. I don't like it.
Prefer tractor over tank.
So let's do function new row usize, comma call usize, and return self row call. That returns self, of course. That will derive here the back clone copy. So I want this to be a vec of pos. Missing something. I am missing something. Ah, yes, I wanted to change this. This is pos and pos. It's just an invalid value in case that we don't find it. Trying to avoid an option right now. Parser code. Okay, that's a queue to check. Then we need scoring on the map. We need mean energy map, which is the vector of vector. We are going to use U30. That's too much. U8 is too little. U16, because that's a path of 65,000. No, actually. Path. Yeah, actually, yes. It's the amount of steps. It's the amount of steps. It's the result. It is the result. It's U16. And now we should fill the mean energy map. So easy map with the max values. So energy map with max values, then it's for row in map data, row.len, and then we are going to create new row is a vector of U16 max, I think it is, times row len. Order of moved value was moved here. Yes. Okay. This obviously U16 max is basically the maximum number you can hold in a U16, which is 65535. Times row len. Now we just push it. So that's pointless to have a variable here because that's short enough. And that will do. Now
I didn't go to spaceman school for 10 years.
So we go to
We have an
map data of map starting pause row.
Like a shitty cartridge, boy, you might get ejected. Red, green, yellow, black, Diva, Ivan, Sergey, блядь. I cast what Sergey is sus. He shady, don't have a trust. Eject button pressed hard.
Equals. No, that's not my data. That's mean energy map. Sorry.
Imposter remains vehicle.
Okay, so when we start, we have 0 movement done. Right, so here I think it says it was a steps. Yeah, and not moving is 0 steps. There is no another way. Okay. The queue to check needs to be the starting pause.
He should get thrown off the bus. Eject button pressed hard. We're not playing games. Suka, блядь, what a shot.
So it has already 1 item. Okay. Now the theory says that I do while let's some position to check equals queue to check pop. So we keep retrieving items as long as there are items.
I call this meeting before more of us get crippled.
That needs to be mutable. Okay.
There he go. Imposter remains. There he go. Imposter remains. There he go. Imposter remains. There he go.
Don't forget to like this song. I was the traitor all along.
You know what? Transforming this into a struct to give me helpers for this would be good. Because I will need helpers. So let's create a map data struct. Can I change that? No. Because I would like it to be U16, I guess, like the highest possible. I don't want to do generics. So you know what? I can leave that as is. Well, put U16 and U16 here. Wait. This feels stupid. This feels stupid. Map info, map data. Let's do 2 types. And then map info is this. Map data is this. Couple them together. Strap a comma. And now this map data, let's map data is a U16, this is a U16. U16. Then no. Or just map. So then it's map.data. Map info, starting pause, starting that. That is correct. Now, this min energy map, I want to convert it into a map data. Why I'm using U16? Because I'm packing a lot of data together. So it means that each of those letters gets converted into a U16. It's converted, each byte gets converted into 2 bytes. If I put a U64, every byte will be converted into 8 in memory, which is not something that it will take a lot of memory, but in order to traverse it quickly and do a lot of stuff quickly, I don't know how many copies I'm going to need. Problem is also cache locality. If it's going to push stuff out of the cache, so it can be a problem. Probably minor. From U16 to U32 is going to be minor, but I mean, it's a bunch of data and I'm going to process through it a lot of times. It's not something simplistic. We have a problem of time in those problems, that the amount of time it's going to take. It's not going to be trivial to compute this properly. So this will be back, because now I'm going to transform it into map. Now no longer exist. This one, so the obvious sense will be doing this data, make it mutable, of course. The first thing, so all the reason to do all of that is because I want to get rid of this. I want to actually work in concepts of position. So now I can implement map data. And then I can do a function function get self row call. Those are user position. This is the key. That returns U16. And this is basically this code here. And sorry, no, it doesn't. This is the trick. It doesn't return a U16. It returns an option because it can be out of bounds. This is the thing I want to check. So we do self data pos row and pos call. That will return a U16. Okay, but now we transform this into get. Get will return an option. So we can exit there with a question mark to output the option, and then get this one, and we return the option straight away. And now I screwed somewhere. Yes, what it returns is a reference, but because it's copy, I don't care. So clone? No. Come on, that's an option. Cloned. or copy it. Yes, copy it. This is the get. Get mutable returns a mutable to U16, and those are to get mute. And I need to be, this is a mutable one, that's why he's blaming me.
The whole free world is with you.
Or I can do a set, which is even easier than doing get mat, because those are references, lifetimes, we all hate it, so just set pos value is at U16, either returns the old U16 or returns nothing. We get the value. Now, in this case, we are going to assume that this one doesn't accept out of bounds. We are going to use the square brackets. As for this case, there are no out of bounds. Both. Question mark is for option and result. You can, so basically this question mark will return the none to the outside, but it also works with the errors. Yeah, it works with a lot of code. There is a lot of code that handles enums, so with a lot of enums, it can handle the right one. Basically, if you can do dot unwrap, if unwrap is possible, then question mark is possible. So question mark is kind of an unwrap that instead of panicking, does a return. That's what it does. So this question mark is kind of an unwrap. But yeah, it doesn't panic the program, it's not an accept, it returns the value outside. Oh, so now I can do set the starting position to 0. Remember, I was asking whether I could make it work with an own enum, right? Yeah, it should be possible. It should be possible, but I don't have the knowledge on how that's done. It must be a trait. There should be some trait on the enum being implemented, and that should make it work. Some trait.
Ну чё, пацанчики, катимся на каракатице, блядь. Копеечка, копейка.
Ah no, that's a crate. Error handling. Rate, maybe? Oh, are we? Okay, this one is nightly. The question mark operator and the try blocks. Try methods typically involve implementing this trait.
Катимся на каракатице, блядь.
Control flow. Yeah, but so this implements control flow, implements clone copy debug from residual partial egg, residual struct partial equality, and try.
Ну чё, пацан?
And in the elements try. Yeah, I think this is the trait. Is the try trait. It's not stable. Retrait v2. So right now in regular Rust you cannot yet do this, but this is being actively developed because I'm hearing it a lot. So this is related to the Yeet keyword Rust. Let me paste it on the chat. So there is a work being done right now to stabilize the try trait, and also a keyword that currently, as a joke, is called Yeet. But just because of the joke, it has high chances on sticking in because people are liking a lot. Just for the jiggles. Which is similar to the throwing exceptions in other languages, but it's not the same. Reason that they don't want to call it throw, because other languages are calling them throw or raise, as in Python. Python is raise, C++ is throw. But yeah, the keyword is the minor thing. The thing is that they want to make that available. Yeah, I also hope I would like it. I would like it. Like, it's eating errors. We don't throw errors, we eat them. Sounds cool. Sounds cool. And fresh. Okay. So we are in this position. Now. The current energy is min energy map dot get post to check. And that one must work because it's on the key. I mean, if it is, should we put things on the queue that do not exist? Maybe. So this is a problem, yeah. We might want to put things out of bounds here. So okay, let's do Can I do match this and do some x, return x, none, continue. Can I do that? Yes, I can do that. Fantastic. I don't know if there is a simpler way to do it, but I'm going to call it good enough. Yeah, good. So we have the current energy of this cell. So now we need to check the 4 directions. 4 directions, which is basically a vector of pos times 4. Oh, but if I wanted to go out of bounds, crap! I need to check for the negatives now. I need to check for the negatives. So we will have pos row self row plus 1 comma call self call. And here, so that's right and down, or down and right, doesn't matter. Mutable, because now if self row greater than 0, then let's return V already. No, return V, that's it. Let's add the -1. -1. And that is just because I'm working with usize. But because the indexes are usize, I don't really want to change to isize or i64. So I'll do the check here and that's it. So the positions are guaranteed to be valid. It's just that sometimes you will get 2 positions or 3 positions instead of 4. Most of the time it will be 4.
It's time to stop posting. Please, my boy.
So from here, we get 4 directions for dealing that. And of course, this could be an iterator instead of a vector, but it's just more code for a little bit of performance, very little. So far so good. We got the direction to check. So then we need to see need to set, so in the min energy map we need to do a set minimum that we need to code. So we set only set it lower. So we set into that direction, we set core energy +1. There is a problem, and is that which cells are valid. Not all cells are valid. So we have also the current height, which is put it here and leverage that we are already exiting. So we do map get the post to check. That gives the height. And then here, new height, that will be on the new place. But then I cannot unwrap this one, so I need to do the same as here. I need to match it to see if it is valid. I think if I do this here, I don't need to do it here, but I mean, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. So if it is out of bounds, if it is out of bounds, we check the next direction. So new height has to be less or equal than the current height minus 1. No, plus 1. Exactly, because it can increase by 1. Then we can do this, and now if we can set it, if when we wrote it's lower, like less steps than before to get into that position, then we need to add this to the queue. To check again. As if this timing can be collapsed. Yes, Clippy, yes, it can be collapsed. Okay, you win, Clippy, you win. Okay, now this set it lower. Set it lower. Opens a bull, telling me if it was lower. It just opens by C++ code, and I'm so lost. How can I confirm my code does what I want? Don't want to without using the bug prints. I don't know. Using prints or using a debugger. But yeah, I mean, I also print here. It's just that we have some macros here that might be a bit better, but I mean, it's the same stuff. I don't know if it happens like to me that that I have more confidence in my Rust code that will do the right thing without even executing it, because I'm coding a lot without executing anything, and I'm quite confident that I will do what I want, just because it doesn't have any errors for the compiler. Where in C++, I'm very confused if I'm doing the right thing or not, and I need to debug way more. That could be. So here we get let old equals that. That should be a reference. Ah, that returns. Of course, I cannot exit like that. it can exit.
Сука, блядь, когда я иду в киоск, все получают в
I mean, we could return the old value. No. That means that this one sum, okay. Now this code here, we get the old. If old is greater than, I want to call it new. It's greater than new. Then old equals new and return some old. No, because that will return the new value actually, because it's already written into. Let's copy it here. If not, just return none. Okay. With all done, in theory, when it finishes, we just get from the min energy map, we get the ending boss and see what is the result. 31. And as I said, I can do a lot without actually debugging that much in Rust, where in other languages I will be confused. It's 31. Now, let's run it for real. How long this will take? It took a small amount of value of time. Let's build the release version, and let's do release. In release is very fast. In release is very fast. Probably takes more time printing than actually computing it. 447. That's the right answer. How long it took me? 1 hour. Not bad. Part 2. As you walk up the hill, you suspect that the elves will want to turn this into a hiking trail. Yeah, good game. Nice. The beginning isn't very scenic though. Perhaps you can find a better starting point. To maximize exercise while hiking, the trail should start as low as possible, elevation A. The goal is still the square marked E. However, the trail should be direct, taking the fewest steps to reach its goal. So you'll need to find the shortest path from any square at the elevation A to the square marked E. Okay. Okay. Let's copy.
Нет? А нахуй нет, блядь. Если проверю.
So we are still finding the minimum, so this is min energy. The difference is that we start on the ending boss. When navigating, we are navigating in reverse to examine this, so that needs to be reversed to compute the map. That is reversed. Thanks, Clippy. And
Hard base.
then let min energy for A equals a U16 max, and then when we find an A, so here, if curve height is the 0, min energy for A equals min energy for A minimum with core energy. That needs to be mutable. Now let's see if I made my thing correct. Part 2 sample data. No, it never updates. Never updates or never reaches, whatever it is. Where is the problem? Why this curve height never is 0? Because it doesn't go outside. So when doing this, the new height, I wanted to invert this, and this is not properly inverted, right? I mean, the new height should be greater than current height plus 1. No. That's not correct. It's not reverting it? Am I stupid? Oh, because the trail... Because it can be computed only one direction. I cannot compute the reverse of that? Like I could compute if I can come from here. Like the new height of the other one.
In the town called Сука, блядь. The rooster.
Okay. So is the other type of reversing. So I'm doing it in reverse. So ooh, this variable is not proper English. No. Sorry, why you... Yes, it's correct. Why I'm suddenly seeing like that's incorrect? I don't know. I think that was the reason. Okay. Min energy for 829. Let's comment that out. 29. Okay. Let's do the full thing. 446. Right answer. Done. Completed day 12. And 1 hour 12 minutes.
Плюнул кружку, встретил дружку, выпил двушку, блядь, твою мать.
Oh yes, finished the second one. That has been fast. Yeah, I completed it. Yeah, quite fast, huh? Yeah, I'm thinking that I can do day 13, yeah? You know what? Let's take a break. 10 minutes break. And let's come back to the next one. So...
Это просто какой-то международный пиздец, блядь. Приехали в киоск, а тут просто объебос. Ну как так можно наебать народ, а? Я просто полный ахуе. Полный ахуй. Поставь громче этот хардбас, блядь. Опа-опа, нихуя, не ебашим до утра. Опа-опа, нихуя, телефончик дай сюда. Опа-опа, нихуя, не ебашим до утра. Опа-опа, нихуя, телефончик дай сюда. Жорик, походу пьяный, походу пьяный, походу пьяный. Жорик, походу пьяный, походу пьяный, походу пьяный.
vicious cycle. Too fort, cosmetic items unusual to hurt. You ask me so much, but I am just one man. How can I fix this when there is no luck band? In my nightmares, the snipers are spinning. Cozy cup default rifle, they are winning. You spend on marketplace worth of fat cash. Meanwhile, I'm working on localized patch. Waste gamer. Waste gamer. Waste gamer. Waste
Localization patch, localization patch, localization patch, a bunch of bots in every map. Localization patch, localization patch, localization patch, a bunch of bots in every map.
Stop. Gay man, please. Stop. Stop. Gay man, please. Stop. Stop. Gay man, please. Stop. Stop. Gay man, please. Stop.
Кто кого не пиздил, тот тому в жопу свистел, блядь. Да не пью я больше, да. Завязал этим делом, блядь.
Косточки в подъезде, сука, наш клаб здесь. Семечки и песни, это наш клаб здесь. Девяточки любезный, ёб твой, наш клаб здесь. Мы гопники бессмертные, это наш клаб здесь. Винул, первый захуячил. Пасик, здесь, блядь, охуенные харбасеры. И всякие, блядь, мажоры. Суки, бля, менты, наехали обжоре. Суки, бля, пизды. Алло, кто слышит, блядь? Винул, первый захуячил. Пасик, здесь, блядь, охуенные харбасеры. И всякие, блядь, мажоры. Суки, бля, менты, наехали обжоре. Суки, бля, пизды.
Короче, блядь, кого видишь, того ебашь. А если никому не видишь, ну тогда стыдно, блядь. Проще, блядь. Ебашим всех. Ребят, пойдем поломаем детскую площадочку, блядь.
Косточки в подъезде, сука, наш клаб здесь. Семечки и песни, это наш клаб здесь. Девяточки любезный, ёб твой, наш клаб здесь. Мы гопники бессмертные, это наш клаб здесь. Винул, первый захуячил. Пасик, здесь, блядь, охуенные харбасеры. И всякие, блядь, мажоры. Суки, бля, менты, наехали обжоре. Суки, бля, пизды.
From airsoft events to online gaming, guess which boy is dominating? Guess which boy is worth hating?
Boom, bow, biff, bow, better rifle, big around. It is easy, clear to see the best design in history. Like boom, bow, biff, bow, here we go, another round. It is easy, clear to see that AK wins, no mystery. Seven. Boom, bow, biff, bow, better rifle, big around. It is easy, clear to see the best design in history. Like boom, bow, biff, bow, here we go, another round. It is easy, clear to see
squatting, visual 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 squatting, visual
7447. Boom bow, biff bow, better rap for big around. It is easy, clear to see the best design in history. Like boom bow, biff bow, here we go another round. It is easy, clear to see that AK wins no mystery.
Ah, well, I am back. So... So yeah, I want to fix a warning here. And bootstrap day 13, remove the... Oops, is the volume too low, my voice? No, it's okay, it is okay. Fix this into day 13. And yeah, with this, we are back to reading the problem. So, are we ready? Are we ready for this?
Come on and ride with me.
It's getting chilly in here.
We're gonna be driving in Eastern Europe.
1 second. Maybe should... Okay. Maybe should enable the heating. 1 sec.
Eastern Europe don't have roads.
I'll go and start the heating.
Eastern Europe don't have roads. Ay, блять, oh no. Eastern Europe that you don't really know. We drive fast even though we should be driving slow. Eastern Europe that you don't really know. Always moving even though we have no fucking roads. Road is пиздец, блядь. Bouncing, my wheels are bouncing, suspension bouncing, car value bouncing, my beamer is bouncing.
Okay, I'm back. Let's enable the webcam. Yeah, here I am. Started the heater. Oh, okay. It's getting cold here in Ireland, and this week some risk of snow. We'll see what we hit here. Anyway, let's begin reading. So we have day 13, distress signal. You climb the hill and again try contacting the elves. However, you instead receive a signal you weren't expecting, a distress signal. Your handheld device must still not be working properly. The packets from the distress signal got decoded out of order. You'll need to reorder the list of received packets, your puzzle input, to decode the message. Your list contains pairs of packets. Pairs are separated by a blank line. You need to identify how many pairs of packets are in the right order. For example, okay, see if you list with numbers, list with lists, list with numbers, list with lists, with more lists, and list with numbers with lists with more numbers. Packet data consists of lists and integers. Each list starts with the open bracket and ends with the closed bracket, and contains 0 or more comma-separated values, either integers or other lists. Each packet is always a list and appears in its own line. When comparing two values, the first value is called left and the second value is called right. Then, if both values are integers, the lower integer should come first. If the left integer is lower than the right integer, the inputs are in the right order. If the left integer is higher than the right integer, the inputs are not in the right order. Otherwise, the outputs are the same integer. Continue checking the next part of the input. If both values are lists, compare the first value of each list, then the second value, and so on. If the left list runs out of items first, the inputs are in the right order. If the right list runs out of items first, inputs are not in the right order. If the lists are the same length and no comparison makes a decision about the order, continue checking the next part of the input. If exactly one value is an integer, convert the integer to a list which contains the integer as only value, then retry the comparison. For example, if comparing a list with 0, 0, 0 and 2, convert the right value to an array of just 2, a list containing 2. The result is then found by instead comparing the list of 0, 0, 0 and list of 2. Using those rules, you can determine which of the pairs in the example are in the right order. This one is complex. This one is going to be complex. Okay, so we compare this with that. We do 1 versus 1, which are equal, so we follow on. 1 versus 1, which are equal, so we continue. 3 versus 5. Left side is smaller, so inputs are in the right order. So what it is doing, it is asking if this is less than this. That's what it's doing. Pair 2, we compare this versus this. So we do the array, so first item with the same item, so we compare 1 versus 1. They are equal, we move on, we end the list at the same time, so we move on. Compare 2, 3, 4 versus 4. This is mixed. Convert the right to 4 and retry the comparison, so we do versus an array of 4. 2 versus 4, left side is smaller, so inputs in the right order, yes. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to read all of those. What are the indices of the pairs that are already in the right order? The first pair has index 1, the second pair has index 2, and so on. In the above example, the pairs in the right order are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. Sum of those indices is 13. That's the last part of the problem. Once we know the right order, this is the final computation, which is the easy part. Determine which part of the package are already in the right order. What's the sum of the indices of those pairs? And get your puzzle input. Okay, get your puzzle input. I am hating this already. Haven't started, I'm already hating it. I already hate it. So, let's go to the drill. First we need to parse it. So, for lining contents lines, we have pairs. You will hate them, yes, totally. It's those problems are they are some of them I find easier, like the previous one. For me, that is an entertaining one, because I know the logic, I know how it works, I know how to do that. Easy. This one has a lot of stuff that I don't like a bit. So it has a lot of stuff that I do not like. So we know that we have pairs, and there is pair txt.
Investing in crypto is big brain. This is not financial advice.
Debug clone default. So let's just start this with the default, and then
today's Christian hits.
if line is empty, so it's always 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and so on. It's one per line. I'm going, as usual, right now, I'm going to give 0 fucks on how do I do this. So for left is line, mutable, to owned or to string, whatever. something like that. Now yeah, I remove it. Volume moved, yes. Cur is pair txt. No. Debug. I called it lines? What about name? I mean, zero fucks, but that is going too far. That's going too far. I'm going to use this variable a few times, so... Sorry. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay. Okay. Part 0.1 solved. On the real input, it always starts with a list. There is no way to start with a number. Doesn't seem to cover that case. So... Packet is a list of number of packet. Packet data. Enum packet data is either my fat fingers. Packet data is either a number. I32. I don't think there are negatives in all of this, but not that I care. It's either a number or it is a list, which is feels more convenient to do it like this. Is there a number or a list? Okay. How is this done? Because I need to read character by character and I need to carry stuff. And they need to carry stuff. Buffer is a Vic of Char.
Ну чё, народ, готовы на запиздёж, блядь?
When we parse,
Короче, понеслась моча по трубам.
parse contents str return self. We are going to put here a to do because we are not going to be able to return self until much later, if ever, because I'm not feeling very encouraged to finish this today. If this structure gets filled properly, the logic should be not that hard. Well, I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy. No. So, I mean, 50% of the problem is going to be parsing it properly. The other 50% is going to be implementing ordering. Like, the ord trait. So basically, if I implement ord, so if I do why do you complain? Huh? Oh, so
Всем пацанам на компе, блядь.
partial ord needs partial egg or what? Partial egg, but partial egg can be derived. Yes. So basically implementing this properly solves the problem. So if we parse it properly and we implement that properly, the problem is 99% done. That's the strategy. I'm feeling tired just about thinking how to do this. So iter is contents.chars and then we say that parsing is a thing that you are good at. You have made impressive parsing efforts for the level of knowledge that you have. So maybe you're good at that, yeah? Maybe you're good. We need to see, once you get better at coding, if that parsing goes even better, or if you just get better to other stuff. I don't know. But yeah, right now, I mean, that's way above your average level for other stuff, yeah? It's interesting, the solutions that you get. So, we get that. We get that iterator. It should be an iterator should be mutable. Parser needs the iterator here. And that, of course, I'm going to use lifetimes here. What is that lifetime missing? Oh.
Probier es mal, Junge, gib mir ein Schwippschwapp. Ich verlange mit so X. Was, Junge, probier es mal, Junge, gib mir ein Schwippschwapp. Schwapp, schwapp, schwapp.
So we just hold it, maybe?
Die Party ist vorbei. Hier kommt die Polizei. Die Party ist vorbei.
Was, Junge, was?
Hier kommt die Polizei.
Was, Junge?
Die Party ist vorbei.
Polizei.
Hier kommt die Polizei.
Oh mein Gott.
Schalten Sie den Staubsauger aus.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Verwende kein Orange.
Verwende kein Orange.
Bier mit Cola mischen.
Bier mit Cola mischen.
Flink wie ein Wieser.
Trink wie ein Wiese.
Jetzt trinken wir Diesel.
Jetzt trinken wir diese.
Was, Junge, probier es mal, Junge, gib mir ein Schwippschwapp. Ich verlange mit so X. Was, Junge, probier es mal, Junge, gib mir ein Schwippschwapp. Schwapp, 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 schwapp. Was, Junge.
That returns a packet data.
Was, Junge. Was, Junge. Die Party ist vorbei.
Party's over, police is coming. Turn off your vacuum cleaner.
Schalten Sie den Staubsauger aus. Räumen Sie das Geschirr auf. Was, Junge,
Just you noticed what you noticed the song?
ich verlange mit so X. Was,
Press to mezzo mix and sweeps up. I don't know what it is.
Schwapp, 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 schwapp. Was, Junge. Was, Junge. Jetzt trinken wir Diesel. Was, Junge.
Fill me in because I don't know what it is.
Jetzt trinken wir Diesel.
So that returns. Yeah, mute. German soft drinks, a mix of Coca-Cola and Fanta, their Pepsi equivalents. Okay, okay. I don't know. In Spain we... Oh, they are only sold in Germany. In Spain we have something called Schweppes, which something is heard something like this Sweep Swap. It's called Schweppes and it's something like Fanta, but it's a bit more bubbly. It's not here though. It's like that. Yeah. But we have something different. Those are not, well, the crystal one. Maybe I'm misremembering now. So many years that I didn't live properly in Spain, so maybe I'm misremembering now. So let's forget what I said. Maybe I'm just misremembering. Hate my life right now. I feel I have too much volume in my mic. I have to remove 2 dBs and see. Okay, now okay. Yeah, that should be better. So we get crap. What if there is no next? We get so if I do a self-eater next, it should give me a value. Otherwise, is this an option? Packet data? And then unwrap? Okay, so it's either open bracket, close bracket, or if it is digit. If it's an ASCII digit, this is an ASCII digit, we need to push. We don't know if we finish the number, so we need to push to the buffer. God. Screw my life here, wow. Finish up in bracket. I need to prepare. So if this number, I need to prepare a number parsing. My life right now.
Жесткий бас. Жесткий бас. Иногда я вашу бас, иногда я пью пивас. Гопник такой только я, начинается хуйня. Где моя
Don't like that already.
во дворе кафуфи зимой.
Has identical blocks. Yes, whatever.
Жесткий бас. Жесткий бас.
Stop blaming me.
Гопник такой только я. Начинается хуйня. Где моя ушанка? Чики-брики там. Во дворе капуби зимой капотался в шубе. Жесткий бас.
Now, let me think.
Жесткий бас.
How do I do this?
Жесткий бас. Жесткий бас. Жесткий бас. Иногда я вашу бас, иногда я пью пивас. Гопник такой только я. Начинается хуйня. Где моя ушанка? Чики-брики там. Во дворе капуби зимой капотался в шубе. Жесткий бас.
Totally blocked right now because I didn't do in my life so many parsers such that I can parse this properly.
Чики-брики там. Во дворе капуби зимой капотался в шубе. Жесткий бас.
Is there an easier way from what I'm trying to do? Because this is create a list, number, but if it has two numbers, I need to be able to append to the old one. Can I just do a recursive function? Something. Because this sounds like it's the way to go, but what happens if I do a recursive function? That parses right now I'm trying to mess to see if I can clarify my thoughts because like I don't know even how to explain what I'm thinking because it's like usually you first tokenize, trying to split into smaller pieces.
You call that a knife? Well, actually, no, that's not a knife. That is a bayonet.
Cold sweat, bayonet. This precision hard to get. When get tested target. Bayonet. Cold sweat, bayonet. He who wins acquired it. When get tested target. You say bayonet. Bayonet.
How do I define this? Is crap.
Bayonet. Cutting dungeons, bayonet. Raiding dungeons, bayonet. Having fun runs, bayonet. Bayonet. Sleeping with a bayonet. Sneaking with a bayonet. With more fun with bayonet.
C is a C digit.
Bayonet. Need a bigger bag so I can every day carry it. Oh my god, Becky, look at that. Bayonet. Need a bigger bag so I can bayonet. Bayonet. Bayonet.
Bayonet. Bayonet. Bayonet. Bayonet. Bayonet. Bayonet. Bayonet. Bayonet. Bayonet.
Cold sweat, bayonet. This precision
So you could convert it into tokens. You could tokenize.
cold sweat,
But
bayonet.
how does that help me?
When get tested target. You say bayonet. 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 Cutting onions.
Bayonet. Raiding dungeons. Bayonet. Having fun runs. Bayonet.
Cold sweat, bayonet. This precision hard to get. When get
Doesn't matter, can be U32.
cold sweat, bayonet. He who wins acquired it. When get tested target. You say bayonet.
Now, with that we could do a first pass, adding all numbers together. Let's comment that out. Oh my god, oh my god. Tokens is contents chars map into token from char, collect into a vector of token. Okay. Okay. Now, every time there is two numbers together, we need to merge them. So, last token is new tokens last. If let token number n is a token, get the last token. Let old value is if let token if it's a number, so number old for the last token. So if the last token is a number, we return that times 10. Else we return 0.
It's the Soviet sing. A Soviet sing. There she is. A Soviet sing. It's the Soviet sing. A Soviet sing. Want to see something awesome?
Expected. Because this is an enum. This is an enum. Sorry, this is an option.
People seem to respond well to Gothic. I would continue the Gothic lifestyle.
Can you unwrap 2 in one shot? I will.
Three's right for life.
So this one is an option token. Sorry, I think it reversed them. I can do two in one go. Yes. Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay.
A Soviet sing. Tabushki. No Gotnik can be without a pair of plastic tabushki.
No, but crap.
Three's right for life. A Soviet sing. It's the Soviet sing. A Soviet sing. There she is. A Soviet sing.
Crap. No, wait. We pop the value. It's going to be super inefficient, but I don't care.
A Soviet sing. There she is.
Yes, I'm going to pop and mute.
The Soviet sing.
Pop the value, so
Want to see something awesome?
no. Don't like it. Grab the last one. So if this was correct, then we need to pop the. Now we need to pop here. Now so you borrowed in here in token because token is not copy. Token can be copy. This is also borrowed as immutable, but copy it. We pop the value. Now, no, just instead of popping, just replace it. Last mute is all times 10 plus the new number. You don't like me because it's an option. But we say it here that last token does exist. Oh, I can grab it here. I can just grab it here. And then last token is a token number of this. So many errors right now. Last minute. Let's do it like that. Oh man. Some last token. Now this one doesn't go. And now this is mute U32. So we want to read that, multiply it. Okay. That's good. That's good. Otherwise, crap, we have two otherwise here. Because if there is token, but we don't care if there is token or there isn't. And that cannot be changed. There are two else. I use GDB, yes. It's super bare bones. You will need a graphical user interface, a GUI over it. And I never got any. VS Code might have some capabilities, I don't know. You need to search how to use GDB with Visual Studio Code. Because GDB alone is console based, very hard to use. That is going to be pain. I think it's easier to just use prints. Speaking of prints, so basically we have two wells here. Just compact that, then we push the new token. New. Yeah, prints are nice, but I mean, am I gonna make an algorithm for printing vectors, maps every time? Ooh! Seriously, they don't have a solution for that in C++? They do depend in a debugger for that? That's pretty lame. That is pretty lame. Worst case scenario, you can make your own library to print those. Seriously, because you plan having the course. I cannot blame you. Yeah, so another question is if I put in a sample input here, here's 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Oh no, let's put 9s. So it's clear why did I add.
It's not coincidence that Slavic man rhymes with V.
Yes. And bracket goes with a C in here. And English is breaking down as my brain is breaking down.
Even in United States, you browse like Slavic comrade. Content
Now,
I open up NordVPN and Hargos does its dumping. Staying safe is part of plan. Staying safe is part of plan. Staying safe is part of plan. Shuffle working in Japan. Slavic man VPN. Shuffle working in Japan. Slavic man VPN. Slavic man VPN. VP man. Slavic man VPN. VP man. Slavic man VPN. VP man. Slavic man VPN. Stronger than T30 for in internet security.
ideally,
I browse with anonymity. Public Wi-Fi is also safe, just like babushkas.
if I get it from
Online discretion, top list of priorities. Western spies can spy on me like some connection onion. Next gen encryption.
the inside and transform it
Order beer, Poland, kielbasa, always here. American, German code.
and replace it for that sounds like a recursive.
I wonder what that will do. If they would block card bus. Opa!
Slavic man VPN.
I think I am scratching this version. We are going this version.
Go to nordvpn.com/yummy.
So now that I do have the tokens,
nordvpn.com/yummy. Affiliate Harvard. My friends,
token in tokens.
you can't budget. I have my shitty old car and I drive it very far.
And new tokens.
Engine is unkillable. All these burners that I did, my car is a 90s kid. Dinged and bruised, I choose. You don't make them like they use.
Now,
My favorite trust bucket, Beamer, Audi, Mercedes. In the 90s they were best. Expensive.
every time we find an open bracket, we
You know what's the difference between an old car and
go recursively.
an old car on the highway? You
To
can
do that, need. Oh my god.
For the price of tulip. It's 11 while still driving in the Eastern Europe. Looks like a
There's something like
with a CD changer. You can have fun without some rusty Eastern Europe danger. I drive fast, speed dispenser. Your car won't start because of faulty sensor. Pay a lot for a new car that you chose. For mine I paid like 20 euros.
Expensive cars can suck it. My favorite was bucket Beamer, Audi, Mercedes. In the 90s they were best.
yeah, it needs to be mutable, yes.
My favorite was bucket Beamer, Audi, Mercedes.
So
Cargo vroom 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 suka. Cargo vroom 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 vroom. Cargo vroom 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 suka.
if it is a number n, we already return. We know that we need to return data number n, and that must return
Green like Grove Street, one piece in our wood. Consider this eviction notice, back the stuff you hold dear. We've never had an issue for your freaking spot here.
I32, I32. Okay, I mean it's doesn't matter. It's signed or signed.
I was born on that dead block that
And the number, we just return the number.
this nonsense has got to end. For that I got a vision bomb. What you think better would do if I saw your chicken farm? Creeper, tsunami, 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 creeper, tsunami. I blind, we're just misunderstood. Green like Grove Street, one piece in
Basically,
notice back the stuff you hold dear. We've never had an issue for your freaking spot here.
we parse the list and we return, we pass iter. We return in this state.
Riding on your boost, but llama, this nonsense has got to end.
For that I got a vision bomb. What you think better would do if they saw your chicken farm?
Creeper, tsunami, 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 creeper, tsunami.
Okay, so
I blind, we're just misunderstood. Green
okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So this is parse element. We are defining now the parser. Okay.
for your freaking spot here.
My god, my god. We just received the Intuiter token. And that must return. You don't know what this is. I don't know which is either. It's fake Intuiter?
Когда совсем нет бюджета. Пертик, 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 пертик. Когда совсем нет бюджета.
And this returns
И ждем лета с пертик.
so
Когда совсем нет бюджета. С пертик водка, сигарета. Топчем ровно и ждем лета с пертик водка, сигарета. Топчем. Топ-топ-топчем. С пертик водка, сигарета. Топчем.
we don't have self is self colon. Okay. So if it is a list, so it means that we just open the list. We are... What? Ah, okay, that's mutable, okay. If we just open the list... I need to carry over to the next one because if we parse the list, the next thing is getting that the so basically
Выебашен спутник.
so we parse an element. Then I cannot use it anymore. So that means parse one element, but the problem is that this one can fail if the item
Выебашен спутник.
is not correct. It is a close bracket. We can make this a result, I guess. Oh my god! A result of this token for the error, and then on the top level we match, and then okay, value we return the value, error T unexpected T. So there has to be a better, an easier way to do this. But making it overcomplicated for sure. Problem like this does not require freaking parser, because this is a full parser. So if I cannot parse it, we return it as error. And now you don't like this. Which arm have incompatible values? So just for reference, so this is a packet data and this is a token. This error token. Parse release this packet data token. Is your return cargo check? I don't see it. I'm missing. Oh, it's not some. It's okay. It's okay. Stupid. Yeah. So. Yeah. Also a token, a special token for end of file, I guess. So we'll say that anything that is not covered in here, we just error out. We just cover those cases. Okay. So, back to here. Oh, okay, no, this next unwrap makes sense. So this next unwrap,
Have you heard the tragedy of that?
if not, how do I transform this?
1911, Tokarev. They are brothers.
45 automatic, cold pistol, cartridge heavy, locked and ready. No whistle, single stacked like his brother.
Unwrap or else?
Just like AK starts with the 7.62.
Some contain. No, I want to transform this to a result. But this is an option.
Not safety fully stuck in your
Okay, or the error is yes. That is the error. That is token end of file question mark, and then we kill it. Yes, now that is correct. Oh my fucking god, what? So we need a list of packet data, vec of packet data, which is a vec, and then glad this only has two types possible. If this had, like, I don't know, dates, I don't know, any kind of other types or strings, this will be total hell to write the parser from scratch. Glad that only has two types. So basically so we have an infinite loop of picking an element. We match next for token comma, which do nothing. If not, we'll get an error token. No, if anything else, T, we error T and exit.
from the start. Kopnik scream to party, squatting acting naughty. Shit start fire from the start, bitch get ready.
Yeah, it makes total sense, right? Getting back here. Totally crazy. So this will do element, comma,
ready, Raka Park. Bitch, get ready, Raka Park. Shit the fire from the start.
Yeah, so we match element. If there was a value or an error, so if there is a value, we just do list push value. Mutable. Okay. If there is an error, there is something that we cannot parse. The only thing it can be is a close bracket. So if it is a close bracket, if this is token close bracket, then we just return, we'll be returning OK of the list, but there's a packet data list of list, because we finished. Remove this mute. That's true. That's true. And then for everything else, exactly, for everything else, I was missing the extra case. For everything else, the token T, we go R T question mark, and we break up with the error, because that's an error. Okay, then if that's a comma, we do nothing. If it is anything else, yes, but if it's a closed bracket, then we return the current list as it is. Is that it? We return V, we parse it. P data left. God, oh my god. My brain doesn't work anymore. This is left. This is right. And this is right. My brain doesn't want to work. Let's see. Did they parse it? Okay, there is another debug that I don't want. 76. Let's do it with print. Debug.
It might feel like you're stuck, and there's only one solution. Asian vacation. Plane touchdown in Hanoi town. Boy has come to squat around. Chaos traffic, but it's working. On Red River, I go surfing. Cinch your homie, don't trust Google. Point me towards the best noodle. Walk myself into a bar. I think I'll have baba bar. Go to Asia, far away on gastronomic holiday. Local menu when I see. Always ask for not spicy.
It's not exploding. That's something.
Keep it moving, Harbas boy. Party in Hanoi.
Okay, we find this and gets converted into a list of numbers. List of numbers, that looks correct. A list with a list of number 1, list of number 2, 3, 4. That is indeed correct. That is correct.
On which side do I have to cut?
Oh!
A coconut. I'm still hungry and I
I spent 1 hour and a half doing this.
cinch your homie, don't trust Google.
1 hour 10.
Go to Asia, far away on gastronomic holiday. Local menu when I see. Always ask for not spicy.
Okay.
Keep it moving, Harbas boy. Party in Hanoi.
What I want to do is if p data left is less than p data right, this is correct or correct ordering.
The worst part about coming here.
Then there are indexes. So pair 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it wants the indices. So
Подождем подмокнет, пацанчик гопник, пацанчик гопник, под зимками мокнет. How can be so much sunflower? It's not rainy shower. We squat down to acquire power. Get supercharged by this sunflower.
SM plus 1. Stop complaining, please. So
Под зимкой суперсоник. Гопник во всем
index is correct.
нахуй ходит. Кто лох, тот нахуй ходит. И вот тут все разводят. Без семки ты не годен. Без семки ты свободен.
Actually, I could do partial CMP P right and do a match. This returns an option of ordering. So we cannot just unwrap this. So we're not going to return none in any case. Okay. So then it says add up the indexes. So
Суперсоник. Гопник во всем как тонет. Кто постал, это понят. Кто лох, тот нахуй ходит. Кто лох, тот нахуй ходит. И вот тут все разводят. Без семки ты не
this will be a reference, I guess. So now in here, side of this, we do the exam plus equals the idx.
Твоя хакса это говно, короче, опустился ты, пацан, блин.
скачал. iBot.
Okay, so that will be the solution of the program if I implement the sorting. So now it's gonna explode because it's not implemented. That's about expected. So now to the second part. My god. So match self. No.
Обязательно было ставить, блядь. Ну, сука, где я играю?
Left hand side is self clone. Right hand side is self clone. Mute on mute because I'm going to mutate them potentially. So if left hand side so now we need to assess the type. Match left hand side, right hand side. So into so if both are numbers, so this is left and right, then we return R partial CMP, sorry, L partial CMP to R. Don't get that wrong. Ampersand R, I guess. Okay. If left hand side, right hand side, so this is self, this is other. Now I don't need to put the ampersand. If any of those there is a mismatch, we need to convert the other into a list. So we do packet data list of vec
Bars like a towel on the beach.
L
The gnomes, yeah, that is my kitch.
list of L
In the streets, you know well that boy is with the cola in the sheet.
partial CMP against R.
Where you think I went to get these fresh new Adidas? Germans into Eastern Europe, or does this trouble you? You can spell Slav without BMW.
This is a vec of packet data. Then I need a packet data of number.
You can spell Slav without Berliner Disco, that is rough. Berliner Disco,
L.
Berliner Disco, that is rough. Berliner Disco,
Or just the left hand side. Why are you blaming me so much? I need to dereference, need to do a copy. Yes. Partial CMP against the right hand side. Almost. it's a vector. Yeah. That one cannot be copied, but it can be cloned.
Образование и культура
Just clone it.
– это пища для души.
Okay. To be fair, that's true. I don't need those two. Then the reverse. We do left hand side partial CMP against a list for the right hand side. No, you don't like me either. Expected person packet data. Okay. All that is left. Man, that is simple. Well, I'm speaking too early because now how do I compare two lists? L and R. Basically, I need to do a VLVR for vectors. So for left comma right. How is it going? I finished the parser. I don't know if you noticed, but I finished the parser. So the parser is able already to transform that into a proper enum with fields that is recursive. It's a recursive enum, and it's able to parse it properly. Right now, I'm trying to implement the comparing, the ordering, to be able to solve the problem because everything else is done. How close to finish day 1? I mean, you mean day 13, I guess. Yeah, Rust Magic, yeah. Hating my life a lot right now. Iter zip with VR iter zip? No, just with iter. Then we'll pick them at the same time. Ah, part 1. You just reminded me that there is a part 2. I hope it is not as complex as this part 1. I'm close. I am close. The problem is that this zip will not tell me which one is. If iterator returns none, the zip iterator will return none. Actually, that's not what I need. That's not what I need because I need to know which iterator finished first. I do need which iterator finishes first. Let's do it manually. Loop. Let left option is VL iter next. We consume the left, we consume the right. Thing is, if this one returns none, is less than, and this one, oh wait, but if both return none, so I need to compare both at the same time. So I need to do a match left option to right option. So we'll return if they are the same is sum equal option. That is equal. Yeah, that is a return. There is nothing more. If both are lists and we finish both lists at the same time, they are equal. If we finish the left first, then is less than. If we finish the right first, is greater. If we have two values, then we have L and R. Now is L partial CMP to R. And we... Crap, but we cannot return that. Because we have values. That returns... So let CMP equals this. Match on the CMP. We that resulted from this. If that is none, we just return none. That is not possible, but whatever. If we have... Actually no. Let's just exit it. So match CMP, exit it, and we have less. That's better. That is better. So if it is equal, we do nothing. If it is anything, C, we just return some C. Is it done? Did I miss something? What? Let's call it. Total of correct indices is 13. That does much. I don't have enough forces to just review it. But yeah, it says 13. I'm going to assume it's correct and go for the full thing. 6395. 63 tension to this 95. And that is the right answer. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, continue to part 2. And I'm going to write a comment here. Completed day 13 part 1. Oh my god. Like, who's gonna read this code? No warning. This is not needed. But yeah, no warnings, like cargo, clippy is empty, clean. No, you just need to put all packages in the right order. Disregard the blank lines in your list of received packets. This distress signal protocol also requires you that you include 2 additional divider packets. 2 and 6? I don't get it. Okay. Using the same rules as above, organize all packets, the ones on your list receiving packets as well as the 2 divider packets, into the correct order. So I need to add this into the list and sort it. And putting in correct order is that. Wait a second. Let's stop laughing up. How crazy it is. Locate the divider packets. To find the decoder key for this distress signal, you need to determine the indices of the 2 divider packets and multiply them together. This packet is in index 1, the second packet is index 2, and so on. In this example, the packets are 10 and 14, so the decoder key is 140. That seems easy.
Every punchy cool reaction, don't say something we don't like. You risk meet us out at night, coming in with cyclone. Сука, блядь,
That seems easy. So my code does part of the parsing. So I have the right amount of code here because this is exactly the code that I need to change. When I moved into functions, it seems that it stays in functions. Okay, so let's go for it. Part 2. So it says ignore. So we have packets.txt, we have no cursor and nothing. We just push if the line is not empty. So so this is basically contents lines. 1 sec. She is reminding me that it's getting late. But I'm seeing the finish line. So this is basically what I want here is content lines filtered by X, not X is empty after trimming, please, just in case. Collect into a vec of string. Maybe I need a to own or something. Lines filter. It's probably to owned. You don't like me, do you?
Ну что я могу сказать, ребята? Все новое — это очень хорошо забытое старое. Я водочку.
Drink vodka, give hugs.
will be the kind of to string, but I could someday find out how to do this properly. Okay, okay. So we get all of them. Plus, we need to inject 2 more.
I'm on the case. Squat around, got eyebrows raised. Real patsans, always pump hard bass.
What's the hell?
Give hugs, many squats.
Nah, and to push them, and that's it. Let's push the markers.
Drink vodka, give hugs. Drink vodka. Give hugs. Drink vodka. Drink vodka, fuck drugs.
Okay,
Like below.
now
Mixed signals in the song.
we need to parse the whole thing.
Drink vodka, never take drugs. Hard bass in your face.
So
Is для нас. Squat around, pump sound, celebrate.
packets is packets txt. I'm going to discard the original one into iter map with packet data parse.
Vodka, give hugs.
Collect. I assure you I'm doing the right thing. I don't know why you are blaming me so much. Let's delete this code, is giving me problems. Collect into a bag of packet data and yeah, this expects so let's create just a function to do this. Okay, we got everything parsed. Now because it's supporting partial ordering, we can also sort it using standard sorting.
Feel the love in my veins like a vodka into my heart. Make love, make squat, make love, stay home.
Or not. The sorting needs ORD, not PartialOrd. But we are going to implement. Let's derive ORD. We cannot derive ORD because we also need equals. And now what check returns nothing, and you are still here. What?
Top gotnik is fall in love, love making me fly above. Us can never get enough. Love is love,
We have deriving ORD, but we have implemented PartialOrd. So what you're telling me, what clip? This is Clippy. This is Clippy. Clippy is telling me that I should be deriving here ORD, not PartialOrd. So I should do ORD and maybe derive PartialOrd from ORD. Now this code goes here. And now this is CMP. And now this just returns. Yeah, it's less code. Deriving OR directly is less code. The question mark goes away, and that is just turning C. Because here I need to call CMP. Okay. Now this one, CMP. And now the whole thing is broken.
Power shift. What the fuck?
Clippy again? Explain what has derived partial order. Okay. And now? Implement PartialOrd for packet data. Master Partial CMP. Now this is going to call the other one. It's going to call some self partial CMP. Self CMP other. Always guaranteed. Okay, that's what I wanted the macro to do for me, but it seems that the macro does something different. And that's what is Clippy warning me about. That's the good thing of having Clippy there, because it's probably preventing a bug from happening. So if I run the part 1 again, 6395. And here you should have 6395. So it's still correct. That's the good thing of having Clippy. So now we can sort it. And now the thing is that we need to locate those two. So let marker 1 equals... We need to do it differently. So marker 1 parse this, marker 2 is this, and then before sorting we just inject marker 1 and marker 2, and now that we have also the equals and partial equals, we can
This should shake up Gordon.
Why you're blaming on the collect? The iterator could be used here instead. That is true. That is true. That is true. So basically Clip is telling me that this is pointless, because you can just put it here. So yeah, lines, remove the empty ones to string. Oh, and now this can be removed as well. Twitter is not needed, to string is not needed, then this is not needed.
Oh my.
Much simpler. Much simpler. Okay, I have to give it here to Clippy. That was good. That was good. So yeah, we got just review. Line by line, removing the empty lines, parse each line, and collect into a vector. Yeah. it adds up. Now we push those, we sort after that, and now we have to find them, which we can just do let I don't need to do it manually. I think the vector can do it for me. Packets find or index. Oh. I wonder if there is a way to have Rust Analyzer enable Clippy by default for the GUI. It's what they have. So, but it's just when hitting Control S. You have to change here. In one of those options. Where it was. Here. Cargo command to use for cargo check. And you put here Clippy. And then every time you save or something, it will run cargo Clippy by default. That's what it's doing for me. Let me post it in the chat. Tell me there is a built-in function for vectors to do this. It should be. Find element index by value. Okay, I was hoping that it was something in vector, but it's in iter. Good enough. Good enough. Index 1 is packets iter position of r equals marker 1. Consider removing the that's a packet data, and this is in person packet data. Cannot be dereferenced, but can I do that? No. It's being moved. No.
Старое говно вернулось на свое место, нахуй. Экраноплан, блядь. Охуеть. Ночью снег или туман, по дороге я буран. Check my driving now, пацан. Flying low, экраноплан.
Implementation for reference to yes.
Flying low, экраноплан. Flying low, экраноплан.
Yes, but I mean my type derives equals, right? And partially does derive. That's not the problem. Does it derive clone? Just to be sure. Yeah, it does, of course. Cannot derive copy, that's normal. Why? Something is...
Васик, Зарезик.
Ah, it's because... yes, yes. Yes. Okay, one problem down. Next problem. Okay. Now, to the reference of this one. Ah, now yes. Okay. My brain is totally fried. One times the other. Okay. Round part 2 on sample data. 913. Wait, it's plus 1. It starts with 1. It's 1014, right? 10 and 14, 140. 10, 14, 140. That's correct. Total data. 2, 9... No, 2, 4... I'm going to copy and paste because my brain is fried totally. It's totally fried right now. I'm going to sleep very well. And that is the right answer! Yeah! Okay, okay, okay. 3 hours and a half. Manage the first problem in 1 hour, second problem in 2 hours and a half. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Cannot complain. I cannot complain. Man, I can complain that my brain is fried. Totally fried. No warnings. Clippy doesn't complain at all. All good. Completed day 13 part 2. Ah! Yes, I managed both in one stream and I need to go to sleep. Oh my god, oh my god. This one deserves a crown or something, like, for the love of God, look what he has made me do. Look to this code. It's like, what the hell is happening here? And then, here is one of the things that I love Rust. How did I manage to write all these things and basically get the right answer at the first try almost that it compiled? How is that even possible? So, like, I'm almost sure that if you do this in Python or in C++, you will get so many bugs into the code that you will be debugging the parser over and over. Not only the parser, even the compare. This function, the compare. If you do this in other languages, I bet you will run into tons of bugs. Very hard to debug. With a lot of prints or a GDB, the debugger or something, going line by line, understanding where your code went sideways. Oh my god. That's why I'm so happy with Rust. It might take a bit longer to code on Python, but it's totally worth it. It is totally worth it. And I took the correct decision. I identified that what the problem wanted was to have the ability to compare if something was less or greater than, because then it was using this to sort. Totally same. Yeah, it's this language is very good. I don't have any other language that works like this. Overall, so yeah, I have a tokenizer. There is. So okay, let's go over on the last minutes on what I did here. So the first parsing, okay, this one is basically by line number. That's clear. Picking language gives tough love. Yes. Yes. So the thing is the parsing. Parsing is the first part of the problem, the first tricky part of the problem. Converting the string, converting one of those strings into something representable that we can actually compute. So what we do is, first we tokenize it. So we convert it into tokens that can be either an open bracket, close bracket, a number, a comma, or end of file, meaning that we hit, and this is an unexpected end of the string. So basically we convert those and we are done. Then that is done here. Then the next problem is that when we get the input, sometimes there are two numbers one after the other. And those will be converted as one token 1 and one token 0. Two numbers instead of one number. So the next step is to identify that we have a token, a number token after a number token, and we basically, so if we, this multiplication by 10 is, when we read the 0, we get the old one, multiply it by 10, and then plus 0. In this way, we can build the number as we go. And then, so instead of having 1, 0, that code here kind of collapses or merges all the number tokens that are together into a single number. That's what it does. Then all that remains is beginning the parsing. So we define an element that is basically either a list or a number. That is an element. So we begin with parsing of the element. If you are parsing an element, it means that it's either a number or a list. If it is a list, it should start with an open bracket. If it is a number, it's just a number, and just so if it's the number, we just return the number. If it is an open bracket, then it's a list, and we go to the list. Then to do the list, what we do here is basically we go over the next elements. We start consuming elements. So the next thing, it needs to be a number or something, or a list or something. So we get the next item, the next element, and basically push it into the list. And then we expect the comma. So we do kind of number, comma, number, comma, until we hit the close bracket, which is either at the beginning, because there are no numbers, and there is just like a close bracket, or in the place where a comma should be. That's it. And then this thing is that instead of being numbers here, those can be also lists. So we call the parse element, and parse element takes care of making the difference between numbers and lists. And that completes the parser. Once you have that parsed into this recursive enum, when you have that parsed into here, this in this recursive enum, all that matters is that we need to be able to sort it, to make this packet is less than or greater than this packet. So for that we implement ORD. And to implement ORD, we just say, okay, we have the left-hand side and right-hand side. So if in both sides that we are comparing, right, we're doing like, is this packet less or greater than this packet? So if both are numbers, we just compare the numbers. And Rasdal already has the CMP function from the ORD trait on the numbers that can do that for us. So that's one thing less. Here, the other special cases are if one is number and the other is a list, the problem states that we convert the number into a list of one item containing the number and compare again. Compare like that. And here is the same, but in the reverse, making the right side part into a list. And then we call this very same function again. We call it again, but now with two lists. What will happen is that then in that call we will come into this place here to do list. And this list basically is we are going to iterate through left and right at the same time by doing next and next at the same time. And the thing is that if both return values for left and right, you just have to compare those values. So we call again this function with those two values to know if they are less or greater. Then, with those values, if the result of this comparison between those two values, if they are equal, you need to continue digging into the list until you find something different to decide if it is equal or not. Otherwise, if one is greater than or less than, you just return greater or less, and that is done. And then this part here is to manage the end of the list. So when you are consuming both lists, if both are the same size, they will end at the same time. None. And then it means that we consume the whole list and all of them were equal. Therefore, the comparison with those two lists is equal. They are equal. But if you finish the left list first, then the left list is less than the right list. And then the reverse case for greater. And that's the CMP. And with that, you just need to code very naturally that you want to just grab all the lines without trimming the empty ones and removing the empty ones, then converting that into packet data by parsing as we saw before, and then we add the markers, marker 1, marker 2, so we push them into the packet list. Then we do what the problem is stating. We sort them, so it's what it's doing here in 13. We do the same thing, so we sort them so they fill in the middle. That's what the sort will do. And then what we do is we find them, and we find them by value. So basically this is going to iterate and find the position where this value is the same as the marker, and the same here or the other marker, and we find the index positions. When we found in which position it is, we just can debug it and multiply it together as the problem states, and problem done. So you see that the complexity is pushed away from here. You can read the problem very clear from here, and leveraging the Rust traits a lot to make the work easier for me. So yeah, I mean, that is all. That is all. We finished, and we have 24 stars right now, which is nice. I would say nice. I don't know why those have color. I mean, this problem is not done. I don't know why they have color. But yeah. Anyway, that's all for today. Good night, everyone. If you're in a time zone that is night already, like here. If not, I don't know. Good morning, I guess. But yeah, I'm going to the bed. See you. See you, and I'll stream soon again, I guess, to do the next ones. I don't know when. Bye.